newspaper review of today. I am Fioluwa Hadismaya and my colleague.
I am Kenny Afolabi.
So here with me, I have the Tribune newspaper and the Guardian newspaper. First of all, let's venture into the Tribune newspaper. Customs Controller General advocates Nigerian first initiative to bolster cross-border trade. The Controller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, has called for the adoption of the Nigerian First initiative as a cornerstone for enhancing cross-border trade and safeguarding national security. He made this call recently while delivering a keynote lecture at the Obafemi Awolowo University Muslim Graduates Association in the FEMGA annual conference in Ile-Ife, OSUN State. Speaking on the topic cross-border trade and security implications on the Nigerian economy, taking advantage of global trade dynamics, CGC Adeniyi emphasized the need for strategic alignment between trade facilitation and security imperative. The full details of the story is in the Tribune newspaper. Over to you, Kenny.
Here with me, I have the Punch newspaper and I have the Vanguard newspaper. Firstly, we are going to feature into the Punch newspaper. Breaking, JAMB begins reschedule of UTME for affected 379,097 Southeast Lagos candidates. The Joint Admission and Matriculation Board has begun the reschedule of the 379,997 affected candidates for another unified tertiary and matriculation examinations. The rescheduling began on Thursday morning after the registrar of the examination body, Professor Isiaq Oluyede, made it known in a press briefing in Abuja on Wednesday. Oluyede admitted errors in the just concluded exam affecting 206,610 in 65 centers were affected in Lagos and 392 centers in Owerri zone, comprising of 173,387 candidates in 5 states of the southeast. He also said the affected candidate will start getting text messages for reschedule starting from tomorrow. However, in the repeated exam slip signed by our correspondent, one of the affected candidates has been rescheduled to take her exam on Saturday, May 17, 2025 by 12 noon. In one of the Lagos centers, Ugado community situated at the unmentioned local government areas of the state. Breaking news, JAMB begins rescheduling of U2ME for affected 379,997 Southeast Lagos candidates. The full details of this story is inside the Punch newspaper for today. Over to you, Ifeoluwa.
In another story, the Tribune newspaper, Labour Party member must unite ahead of 2027 election group. Labour Party has been urged to forge unity among its member nationwide ahead conduct of the 2027 general elections. A socio-political group, Habia concerned citizen in a statement by its Director General, Park Rose Ugo, said the party has what it takes to win more states in the forthcoming elections. While praising the Governor of Abia State, Alex Hoti, for his commitment to the growth of the party, the group alleged the former national chairman of the party of hobnobbing with the leadership of the ruling party. She stated Hoti has transformed Abia State, leading in key sectors such as energy security and education. Challenging Habure's authority, he asked, what steps did it take when Labour Party National Assembly members defected to the APC? Isn't this the same Habure who had the audacity to claim the party suspended the best performing governor in Nigeria, the best governor in the history of the Southeast? The full details of the story is in the Tribune newspaper. To get more story.
Another story here with me in the Punch newspaper today. I will not contest in 2027, Delta Commissioner tells supporters. The Ondo State Commissioner for Works, Mr. Ruben Ozeze, has opened up to his supporters in the state and declaring that he is not going to contest for any position of the forthcoming 27 general election. This is as he called for unity among all progressive Congress leaders in the state. He says a former members of the Delta State House of Assembly made the declaration while speaking to South South Punch on Tuesday against the backdrop of calls to him by supporters to contest any political position come 2027 general elections. I am not contesting any election in 2027. I am simply doing my bit to gather as much support and vote as possible for Governor Sheriff Oborari, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and all candidates of our party, APC. I will not contest in 2027, Delta Commissioner said the supporters. The full details of this story is inside the Punch newspaper for today. Over to you, Ifeoluwa.
In another story in the Tribune newspaper, NANS Southwest hails philanthropist for 100 million naira student support. The National Association of Nigerian Students has commended philanthropist and legal practitioner Barrister Pelumi Olajengbesi for allocating 100 million naira in support of the student community. In a statement jointly signed by NANS Southwest Zone D Coordinator Comrade Taiwo Owolewa and Assistant General Secretary Oluwole Olutunde, the association described Olajengbesi's intervention as a rare demonstration of dedication to youth empowerment. NANS lauded his remarkable and consistent commitment to student development through his student community support initiative. The full details of this story is in the Tribune newspaper. Over to you, Kenny.
Another story here with me in the Punch newspaper today. Last week, students get Ghana Adam 3,000 scholarship. A mass communication student at the Lagos State University of Science and Technology, Shakiru Samuel, has been awarded a scholarship worth 300,000 by the Ghana Adams Foundation Scholarship Scheme. On Wednesday, statements by the Public Relations and Advertising Units of the Department of Mass Communications, Lagos State University of Science and Technology, noted that the award ceremony took place on Sunday, May 11, 2025, at Whitestone Event Centers, Orogun, Lagos, as part of Ghana Adams' 56th birthday celebration. In his comments, the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of the Yoruba land, the Gani Adams, said his foundation annually awarded scholarship to the service students from the tertiary institution in Southwest Nigeria as part of his birthday celebrations. The students also expressed appreciation to the organizer of the award scheme. I am only honored by this award. My utmost appreciation goes to Almighty God, the Gani Adams Foundation, and the celebrants for these great recognitions. I advise other students to remain committed to their education. I also congratulate the award recipients from other institutions, the awardee. The statement added that the scholarship recipients were selected from 5 institutions, including the Lagos State University, the University of Lagos, Ekiti State University, and Adeyemi College of Education, Ondo, and Nasute. Last year, students get Gani Adams 300,000 scholarship. The full details of this story is inside the Punch newspaper for today. Over to you, Ifeoluwa.
Moving on to Guardian newspaper. JAMB admits system error. Released 997 candidates for fresh exam. HASU calls for legal action, resignation heightened. JAMB to conduct rescheduled examination in Lagos, Owerri zones. Zamfara governor seeks forgiveness for Oloyede. Miffed by the admission of error in the just concluded Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination (UTME), some stakeholders have demanded the resignation of the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board Registrar, Professor Ishaq Oloyede, while the Academic Staff Union of University has strengthened legal actions against the examination body over the massive failure, which mostly affected candidates from the Southeast. Some concerned parents and groups said Oloyede should take responsibility and resign with immediate effect. Following widespread complaints over alleged discrepancies in the released result, where the agency disclosed that of the 1.9 million candidates who sat for the exam, 1.5 million, representing 78.9%, scored below 200. The examination body formally reviewed the results. The full details of the story is in the Guardian newspaper. Over to you, Kenny.
Now to the Vanguard newspaper. Primaries. Yaba APC tackles chairmans over imposition of candidates. Agric members of the All Progressive Congress, APC, in the Yaba area of Lagos State, yesterday led a protest accusing the party chairman, Pastor Colinius Ojelabi, of allegedly imposing a chairmanship candidate in the council area. They accused the members of the party's Governor Advisory Council, Senator Anthony Adefuye, of plans to impose his son Adebayo Adefuye as the APC candidate to contest the July local government election in the state. They also urged President Bola Tinubu to wade into the matter before it gets out of hand. They argue that the candidate in question does not have the political experience and maturity for a crucial grassroots post like local government chairmanship. The Agric Party member said Where was Bayo Adefie when we are in the trenches, sacrificing our lives and covering the entire nooks and crannies of Lagos State, mobilizing and campaigning in support of Asiwaju during the last presidential elections? Primaries. Jaba APC tackles chairman's over imposition of candidates. The full details of this story is inside the Vanguard newspaper for today. Over to you, Choluwa.
In another story in the Guardian newspaper, Boko Haram uses art to detect armed drones in Borno, OPHK reveals. CSOs tax Zamfara governor on decisive action to curb insecurity. Operation Ade-Kai, OPHK of the Nigerian Army has expressed concerns over the growing use of armed drones by the Boko Haram terrorists in the northeast, warning that such tactics are difficult to detect using conventional radar systems. Amidst the rising insecurity in the country, the Nigeria Youth Forum, NYF, rejected the security summit being planned by the Senate and passed a no-confidence vote in the National Assembly. Relatedly, the coalition of Arewa civil society organizations, CSO, called on the Governor Dauda Lawa of Zamfara State to take decisive action in addressing the insecurity bedeviling the state. The full details of the story is in the Guardian newspaper. Over to you, Kemi.
Another story here with me in the Vanguard newspaper for today. Court case stays representative hearing on takeover of Benue Safara House of Assembly. The House of Representative Committee on Public Petitions had adjourned hearing a petition seeking the National Assembly to take over Benue and Safara States House of Assembly to May 28. The chairman of the committee, representing Bitrus Lowry, gave the ruling at the reception of the hearing on Wednesday in Abuja. He said that the adjournment became necessary as the committee has been served court the government, notifying it that the matter is currently in court. The chairman also said that the leadership of the Benue State House of Assembly had also written a letter to the Senate and House of Representatives, Benue Concord, seeking interactions over the matters. The new agency of Nigeria reports that in Benue, the House of Assembly suspended 13 lawmakers for 3 months over the alleged opposition to removal of the Chief Judge, Justice Maras Kakwe. The judge was accused of gross misconduct and corruption and sparkling controversy and division within the Assembly. While in Safara, the political crisis deepened in February 24 when the Assembly suspended 10 lawmakers. Court case still representative hearing on takeover of Benue and Safara House of Assembly. The full details of this story is inside the Vanguard newspaper for today. Over to you, Choluwa.
In another story in the Guardian newspaper, DSS sues Pat Utomi over shadow government plan. Killer backed proposed cabinet initiative. The Department of State Services has sued the 2007 presidential candidate of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, Patrick Okedinachi Utomi, also known as Professor Pat Utomi, over his avowed plan to form a shadow government in the country. In the suit filed before the Federal High Court in Abuja, with Utomi as sole defendant, the plaintiff is contending that the move was intended to create chaos and destabilize the country. The secret police in the suit filed by a team of lawyers led by Akinlolu Kehinde San argued that not only is the planned shadow government an aberration, it also constitutes a grave attack on the Constitution and a threat to the democratically elected government that is currently in the place. The full details of this story is in the Guardian newspaper. Over to you, Kelly.
And lastly, with me in the Vanguard newspaper for today, the Nigeria Police Trust Fund launches smart police station in Abuja to tackle insecurity. The Nigeria Police Trust Fund has commissioned a state-of-the-art divisional police headquarters in Mukpakpe, Abuja, as part of the federal government's effort to strengthen internal security and enhance policy operations. The modern facility equipped with advanced features such as CCTV surveillance, solar power, and integrated firefighting systems, and marks a significant step in addressing the pressing security need of the rapidly growing community. The commission event held on Wednesday was attended by the key stakeholders, including the Executive Secretary of the NPTF and Mr. Mohamed Shehu, who emphasized the government's commitment to prioritize internal security. Also present were the President Secretary of the Ministry of Police Affairs, Dr. Amuma Ogbonaya. Representing the Minister of Police Affairs, the Nigeria Police Trust Fund lodges mass police station in Abuja to tackle insecurity. The full details of this story is inside the Vanguard newspaper for today. Anyone left with you, you
No.
So that's what we have for you on our newspaper review. If you'd like to follow us live and direct on our website page, you can click and follow our WWABNTV network. Likewise on our social media, on our Facebook, you can click and follow, share, comment, and just subscribe and click on ABNTV Houston. And likewise on our YouTube, you can click on ABNTV Nigeria. Likewise on Twitter, you can follow and like, share. Make sure you comment and subscribe and click on ABNTV Houston. And lastly, on our Instagram, ABNTV Nigeria. My name is Kenya Folabi and my co-colleague.
Ifeoluwa Adesonya.
So thanks for listening and thanks for watching. Bye for now.